How do you teach someone to be a better leader? That's from Alex from University of Texas at El Paso.
When you look at the leadership aspect of people and you're trying to bring things out of them, one of the best things I always try and relate to is and I'll ask you this very simple question. You ever had a good teacher? Mm-hmm. All right. You ever had a bad one?
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome to leadership. I mean, professors are out there trying to get their points across, their ideas across, and you've seen good and bad. You've seen it year after year after year after year. So you start thinking to yourself, what can I do to be a good teacher? Because that's basically what a leader is. A leader is a person that's going to inspire people and teach people to get there. So think about the teachers that you had that did the good jobs, that were open-minded, that like to take questions. I mean, there's some teachers that it was my way or the highway, and you couldn't challenge them, you couldn't say anything, and I didn't like those people. So when you start thinking about how you're going to get somebody to change, one of the first things that you want to do is say, well, is there anything, by the way, if you ask me my weak points, all right, I'm going to sit there and give you some different things that I do. Well, I can tell you things that I've learned for myself. I can tell you things that my son has told me very candidly, or my wife, or other people. But when you look at it, those are the things you want to start identifying. But on dealing with a person that you're trying to change in your company, and by the way, I'll say real quick, don't try and change what? Everything. You want to change one or two things because you can't fix it all at once. In business, they talk about focus. Well, focus on the things that you think would be the most important things. And also try to make sure that when you identify something for them to change, you also compliment something that they're doing correctly. You never want someone to leave your office thinking, well, I got to fix this, I got to fix that, I got to fix this. Yeehaw, boss hates me. Doesn't work. But ask them to identify the traits that they found positive in those people and say, why don't you start emulating those? And then you could say, here's two I think that would help you. And the next thing you know, they'll get better. And then a week later or 2 weeks later, bring up another point that they can get better at. Zappos, in his book, Delivering Happiness, says we try and make one improvement per week in our company, per person. One improvement per week. Well, what are the things that you need to work on? What are the weaknesses that you need to have? And write them down.